Hey, thanks for joining me today. I want to share with you some of the things that can help you get started creating a website. From all the websites that I've created or I've helped people create over the years, one of the most difficult problems that people face is knowing what to include on their website. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you a few tips that can help you fill out that website with great content. And then I'm going to show you how to do that using the WebStarts editor. The first thing that you need to do whenever you're creating a website is answer this one question. What is the primary goal of my website? Now, there are probably multiple things you want to accomplish with your website, but you need to establish which is the primary goal. And from all the websites that I've built, I can tell you that most of the primary goals fall into one of these three categories. Either the person wants to sell a product, they want to sell a service, or they want to use their website to convey information. So think about what the primary goal is of your website, and that will help you get started creating content to put on your web pages. Okay, now that you've taken some time to establish the primary goal of your website, you're going to want to add some content to your homepage. So from the WebStarts dashboard, let's click on Edit Website. This will take us into our site design, and most of WebStarts designs include at least 3 pages, a home, an about, and a contact. Now, every aspect of your WebStarts design is able to be customized or changed, so don't worry if the design that you chose doesn't exactly reflect your business category or what you're trying to sell or the information you're trying to convey. Here you can see that I've chosen this template, and the first thing that you need to understand about designing a great homepage is we want to include a headline that is in line with our primary goal. So if my primary goal, for example, is to sell a product, then I want my headline to reflect that. I want it to state what the product is essentially, because people will give you about 4 or 5 seconds once they come to your website to determine whether they've landed on a page that's relevant or not. So what I recommend is actually that you don't use something with a photo with text overlay unless you can create some contrast there. So let me show you how actually I would do that. Let me bring that back here. You can create some contrast by increasing the opacity of this layer, and then if you want, you can even come down here and add another strip, send it to the back, fill it with color, and then drag that image over the top. And you can see what that's done there is it's allowed there to be more contrast between the text and the image. Now, you don't have to do that. You can just choose a design, or you can just choose to make your text black or whatever, but that's just a little quick extra tip. Now, here's where I'm going to create my compelling headline. So this should say what the website is about. So I'm just going to say this is about a church concert. So I'm just going to say we're throwing a concert, and then you can see that kind of pushed some of the text down the page, but I want that to be on fewer lines, so I'm just going to expand my text box, and then just like this. But now that communicates to someone right away when they come to the page what the page is all about. So it's very helpful. The next thing that I think you should do is come down to the details section and talk about some of the reasons why you would want to go to that concert. So you would put, for example, I'm going to put live performers, but you might put the name of the performers. I'm still trying to figure out how to spell, so let's not worry about that. Anyway, and if you need to move something, you can nudge it over, so maybe you put the names of the performers, a little background biography of them or whatever. But following this formula, it doesn't really matter whether you're selling a product or a service or conveying information. This has turned out to be more about conveying information. You still want to put a headline that describes what the website's all about, and then go down the page, and then essentially what you want to do is express your features and then the benefit of that feature. So it's like, hey, we're having live performers and it's these great people and it's because they're super popular. That would be one way to do it. Now, Something people tend to forget about is a way to contact you. And I know that we have a contact page on this site, but the very best thing you can do is put your phone number just flat out somewhere in an obvious spot. So I'm just going to add a little bit of text at the top here. And I'm going to change that text color to white. And I'm going to change the content to say, call us and reserve tickets. And like I said, I'm still trying to figure out how to spell. And then I'm going to expand that text box a little bit. And then I'm going to add the phone number, which is 1-800-805-0920, which will actually put you in contact with WebStarts. But don't worry about it. We'll sell you a website and not tickets to a church concert if you call that. So anyway, you can put that there. If you want that to be on every page of your site, just drop the header down and add it to the header, and then it will automatically appear on every page. And if I did that, I'd want to kind of make it look pretty like this. But whenever you're ready, save your changes, view those changes by clicking on the button to view your live website. So if you don't want to use your phone number, I highly recommend you add a contact form to your website, and most of the WebStarts designs already have a contact form added to them, but you'll want to click to edit the form, which you can do with a Pro Plus account or higher, and make sure you enter the fields that you need for your specific event, and then also your email address so that you can retrieve the data that's submitted through the form. The third thing that I'd like to talk to you about when it comes to creating content for your site is your About page. If we navigate over to the About page, this is where you can put something like the people who are involved with your business or your project. You can share a little bit, maybe like a story, something like what inspired you to get started with your business? What motivated you to explore this idea? What is the problem you're trying to solve? Who are the people you're working with? What is their biography? So if you can answer those questions, you can share that information on the About page. So by the time you've created a headline, you've created some bullet points about the features and benefits of your product or service, you've determined the goal to your website, you've created these biographies, these stories about how you got started and what motivated you, you've added a contact form, you have yourself a complete website. So it's really not that difficult. So if you need to go back and watch this video again and again to listen to some of the things I talked about, then just go ahead and replay it. But definitely there's a process. And I'm going to go over it one more time right here. Is your goal to sell a product, a service, or to convey information? Once you've decided what your primary goal is, come up with a headline and put it clearly on the top of your homepage. Then decide what the features and benefits are of using your product or service or event or whatever it is that you're conveying information about. Then go back and provide an easy way for people to contact you by creating a custom form and adding your phone number to your website. Then go to the About page and talk about some of the things that motivated you or inspired you to get started, and some of the biographies of the people that are in your organization or that you work with. I hope you found this video to be helpful. Don't forget to visit webstarts.com to create your very own free website. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to click the subscribe button right here. And if you'd like to see even more videos on search engine optimization, internet marketing, and web design, click the Watch More button here.